Hello, people out there. Here just to share there another of those things that we can call trick that I better prefer there to call process of production, of mixing, or other steps there of production, basically of mixing. This one is the one I can call the process to have an amp or to introduce an amp when you have no an amp. The basic settings or the way to do it is you just connect your guitar, electric guitar or bass to a guitar, well, to an interface. Better if you don't have a DI box, now that the DI box used to add gain and to add distortion there to the natural sound of the guitar or of the bass. So better the trick works just connecting your guitar or your bass guitar to an interface or even to the input of your computer. So now you have there your DAW. Now you track your guitar or track the bass that you want. In the manner that you used to do it. The trick in the manner that I have been using this trick is with no amp, with no pedal in the chain, just with the guitar connect to the interface or to the input of your computer. Now track your guitar, track your bass, and now you will have there, of course, in your DAW, that track there of guitar or that track of bass. I don't know how others they use there that setting, do settings there of the gain in the track. In Audacity we have there basically two choices there when you have there a track and when you are about there to track something there. You have there the gain that I always use in 0. That's kind of by default there in Audacity. And we also have there the thing of the stereo field there, the panning. And I also use there by default, and it is kind of also there by default, always there in 0. So that's how I used to track there always. Now we have our track or bass or track there of guitar in the DAW. So now you play that track of guitar or that track of bass soloing the track. If you have their other tracks, you play just solo that track, only that track. Play it, and now you begin to move that gain button of your DAW for that track. When you are listening, play the track, begin to play the track, and now you just move that thing there, the gain, up to when I can say you listen what you track that really appears there. I can say that it's kind of cranking. And you just leave it there, that gain there of that track. You are able there to move it from that point, maybe 1 or maybe 2 up, and still you will have there that trick. Now you are also able to duplicate that track, duplicate it again, duplicate it again. I mean that you will have there 3 more tracks, the original and 3 more tracks. Those 3 new tracks you are able to pan those new tracks. The original I used to leave it there anyway in 0. The stereo filter center. For the other, you can use their 70 right, for example, for that first one, 60 left there for the other, let's say 80 left to the other. And you already will find there your amp when you have no amp. Even when you have amp, because it's not only a trigger process for the one that has no amp. I have amps and I use there the trick. You will have there an amp there, that sound there of an amp there. Works for a track of bass, or for a track of guitar. You will be able there to listen there an amp there. I'm able to say that yes, if you know that the thing is to make appear an amp, where is no an amp. Yes, we know that anyway we have there those plugins that actually give you an amp there of those brands there, for example, also there of Amplitude there, Guitar Rig there, Native Instruments, IK Multimedia. Other plugins there that you are able there to have there to resemble an amp, to have an amp there, to imitate an amp, to emulate an amp. But even this one is different, it's a different sound. It's another kind of nature of amp. It's the one that I'm giving you. The one that I found here, or discovered here in my work. I'm sharing you there that trick there of that process there to have an amp. When you have it or when you don't. To have that sound there, different sound of an amp. The thing now that is to have an amp, to make appear an amp when is no amp, when there is no amp. I suppose that the thing also works there if you have a pedal in your chain there, going there to the input of your computer or to the interface. You are able there to try it, I suppose that works. Yes, we're not up, because, well, it's the same trick, So from the logic it seems that it's able to work. But the most perfect way to do it is just like that, as I explained you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Keep rocking.